So hey guys, this is gonna be the first. This is gonna be the first official video that I make on this channel. Basically, it's a place where I record my dreams, and I do this because I've never been a great writer. It's something I sort of despise. I'd much rather read. I'd much rather make videos, and I'm posting them on YouTube especially because I do not have a lot of space on my computer, and when I tried this out a year ago, I ran out of space pretty fast, and so I found that maybe I could upload to Dropbox, something like that, but they have limits again. But on YouTube, you can just upload infinitely, and so I thought, why not share some weird stories and kind of the stuff that I guess goes on in my subconscious mind while I'm sleeping. I have delayed this video for at least a week now because every dream I've had makes no sense. Like, there's no meaning behind it. I can barely track it. I can barely remember it. But the more I make these videos, the better and better my recognition and my recall of those dreams are. And so this one's not as good as I hoped it was, but it's definitely a little bit weird, and it kind of shows you how my mind works. And so this dream, it's always hard to pinpoint where the dream started off, but it was me and my family in this kind of lagoon, this kind of very jungly, very watery, very wet location, many trees, and we were walking along like this bridge, like this concrete, very fancy bridge that's going through all of this. And I remember seeing like these fish jumping out of the water, and I had this recognition that they were like parasitic and that they were very sick, and that the area overall had like a lot of, parasites and like everything you would imagine as like a swamp monster. And so we're walking through this with a ton of other people too. It's almost like a church cult or something. And I'll continue to that because there's a piece there. And so we're walking through all of this, and we all of a sudden stop and get like to this very, very long kind of concrete walkway. And throughout this walkway, there's sort of beds. There are less beds and more just platforms where you can sleep. And they tell us that this is our resting area for the night. And I'm really confused because for some reason I know my room's upstairs, even though it makes no sense because, we're on a swamp. But I'm saying to myself and to my family, and my sister's saying the same, that, why are we sleeping here when our rooms are just upstairs? We can just sleep up there. And my parents are saying, no, this is part of the adventure. You can't just go upstairs and do all of that. And so, we agree. And what happens is, and this is very fadey, but my family, the rest of my family, my mother and my father, go to do something else. It feels like it was church, like there was a church right down like the left hallway. And so they go down over there, but at the same time, I feel like I was there for a little bit to see it. Yes. So we all go down to the church, and we all sit down in the pews. It's a very beautiful church. I would describe it to one that I used to go to when I was 12. And it was absolutely beautiful, stained glass windows and everything. And we sit down for a bit, and like this really weird, creepy priest walks through. Like very weird and creepy, and it made me feel weird. And somehow me and my sister got out of the church. I don't remember this. I think we just wanted to go and like adventure through this area, even though we know our house is right above us. So we go back to the bed, like the bed areas that they set up on the walkway. And me and my sister, we see like at the end of the hallway, there's like this castle kind of dome, I don't know what that's, like a tower, a castle tower. And within that tower, there's like these spiral staircases along the wall. They're just like little bricks sticking out of the sides. And so we go over there to explore. And the first time we go there, or was it me all by myself? The first time I go there, I just check it out. And for some reason, I didn't see the steps. I just saw like this ladder that was broken. And then the second time, when my sister said that she wanted to go check it out, I was really reluctant. I was like, oh no, the steps are broken, you can't do it, Sabina, you can't make it, you can't go up the stairs. And as soon as we get there, like, there's these stairs along the wall, and so we simply walk up, and all of a sudden, we're in our second floor of this house. We're just there, like, there's nothing to it, and you know, our whole thought process is, hey, why sleep downstairs with parasites and bugs and swamp monsters, and all that terrible stuff, when we can just sleep upstairs where everything's normal again? You know, so very bad downstairs, very bad structure, and then upstairs, very beautiful, very normal, very relaxed, no stress, don't have to worry about anything. And when we get there, all of our rooms are trashed, as if this was some huge conspiracy to keep everyone downstairs from their houses while they search our rooms. And so what happens is we end up going to our parents' room and just straight up like passing out on the bed there. And I wake up like sweaty and in fear. And I'm like, no, we're not allowed to be up here. They're gonna find us. It was like as if someone was supposed to come upstairs and catch us, like, cheating on this game. Like, the whole adventure was supposed to be downstairs and walk through the whole swamp, and we were up here cheating and, like, just relaxing, having a normal life upstairs. So I'm trying to make sense of what that means. And so we hurry back downstairs, and this is the really weird part. It's kind of creepy, and I didn't even want to write it down because, you know, I write, like, the smallest of notes because it helps me kind of get that pathway going. It's right here, actually. This is not in any way what I'm saying now. That's why I like to say my dream instead, because I get so many words out of you can kind of see the thought process there. So I guess I'll share this and I'll see if I upload it. But, what happened was, all of a sudden, I'm upstairs again, in my parents' room, and I'm a girl. I especially look like the girl that was like thirsty for Leafy, and she like drank all that water for him and stuff. I'll post the picture right now. And my girlfriend is here with me too. And I'm forgetting what we're doing. I think we're like camera models. And we're like doing really sexual stuff. Like we're like grinding and stuff, and for some reason it's hurting me. Like it's something pleasurable, but it's hurting. Like after a few rubs, it's like, and it hurts. And so, I would keep backing away, and then all of a sudden we like get to the washroom. No, see, this makes no sense. I'm not going to explain it because it makes absolutely no sense, and I can barely track what happened, why it happened, where even we necessarily are. It feels like we're in our parents' room, but at the same time, I don't know. So there's the story. I'm hoping it was a rather interesting one. I'm not even expecting people to watch these videos once again. It's just a place where I can upload these stories, and I have no storage on my computer, and I've been told that I'm pretty good at telling stories, and I'm pretty cartoonish myself, and so I thought, hey, I'll post on YouTube, and if somebody enjoys it and laughs a little bit at this stuff, and maybe even just learns a little bit about dreams, then that would be fantastic. I'm not even sure, how far this is going to go, how much it's going to advance, because I used to try and lucid dream. That's where you write down your dreams, and you get these kind of triggers when you're sleeping, and you realize that you're awake. I could never do it. Not all of my friends, but many of my friends that I talked to, they were able to do this even naturally. And so I watched all these videos, how to lucid dream, and I couldn't get around to it. I got really close. I got one time, I realized that I was in a dream, and as soon as you realize, you start to panic, and I know you're supposed to look at the ground and spin when you start to panic, and I started spinning, and I just couldn't stay in it, and all of a sudden the dream took over again. And so I'm very into these kind of dreaming things. I wouldn't say passionate, but I'm very curious about this kind of stuff. I like to study a lot on it. I like to learn a lot about it. I feel like more on a spiritual level that dreams are very, very intricate and important, and we should learn from our dreams. People, take dreams for granted, and, the more you think about your dreams, the more you remember the next one's even better. And, this is a whole nother realm of your day, of your life, of your night. And there's all these secrets and what your subconscious mind is trying to tell you. Now, it sounds very wishy-washy and like this made-up stuff, but recently I've got into this kind of stuff where it's just, there's this whole subconscious part of your mind, and there's this kind of like story there, and it's just telling you stuff, and you should listen to this, because usually what your subconscious mind tries to tell you is what you're doing wrong in your life. At least that's what I've heard from many people. I haven't experienced this myself, as usually you need to do acid and all these kind of crazy drugs to experience this for yourself. But usually what these drugs show you, what this subconscious mind shows you, is the bad things you're doing in your life. And it kind of shows you, how you change this to be a better you. And so I find it crazy that some people, they just go to sleep and wake up and go to sleep and wake up and don't even think about this whole other realm. So now I know I'm rambling, but I'm kind of rambling for myself, as you can't really talk to a friend about this kind of stuff either, because they'll probably think you're a little bit crazy. And so I don't know. I just think dreams are fantastic. I hope that with each video, my dreams sort of advance, and I get those intricate little details to each scene, to how I get between certain places, because my dreams have this very sneaky way of like teleporting me, and I don't even question it. It's like, oh yeah, we're upstairs. Oh yeah, I'm in Mexico. Oh yeah, and it just instantly keeps teleporting. And so my goal is to learn from these dreams, maybe share some crazy stories, maybe some insight to the subconscious mind, to your dreaming mind, and maybe just, I don't know, show people how useful this can be. I'm smiling right now. It's a great way to wake up. It wakes you right up. And so thank you guys for watching. I'll make sure, at least I'll try to pump out a video every single morning. My upload speed is terrible here, so I go to the library to upload, so it will be more in the afternoon uploaded, but I will try to upload every single day. Unless the dream's terrible, unless it makes absolutely no sense, then I will not even bore you guys. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and bye.